So I would describe Jamie as a incredibly strong climber who cooks beautifully and is always on the pursuit of perfection.
I mean, professionally, from a hangar perspective, he's brought a level of professionalism to the kitchen side of things. Like, the kitchen has definitely gone from, you know, being like quite small and contained and offering certain things to now having a big scope, thanks to him and Kerry and many others, I'm sure. So yeah, his experience on that side of things has definitely helped.
So he's a regional kitchen manager for the South. So he's really good at like training everybody up in making the bread and all the sourdough.
Cooking runs in my family. So both my parents were chefs, so I grew up in and around restaurants. Climbing doesn't run in my family, but since I started climbing, my mum got into it, and now she loves to climb as well.
I think it's pretty impressive how good he is at both bouldering and rope climbing. So to be at that level in both takes a lot of work.
How good is he at what he does?
He's very good. There's one thing about Jamie is that he will never settle for anything other than perfect, and he'll work and work and work until he figures out what needs changing, what needs doing. And I think that, yeah, he's the top of his game now.
What do you love about working at the hangar?
I love the atmosphere, the group of people. It's a really good team. I also love having my dog there, Sully. Sully, come here. Come here.
I think his motivation comes from within. And I don't think external factors or external people really influence him. I think it's all him. So however hard he climbs and whatever he achieves, it's all because of his inner self-dialogue, I would say.
I just like to be outside, is one of the biggest motivations. I really enjoy the social scene behind climbing. And I enjoy pushing myself physically. I think it's really satisfying. Yeah, so my main climbing goal, I want to be the first Irish person to climb 9A, and that'll be pretty cool. I don't think an Irish person's even climbed 8C+, so I'd like to climb 8C+, and then after that 9A would be cool, but yeah, just pushing myself outside.
He's pretty close. Yeah, he's working on Brian at Anstey's at the moment, and I think he said he's done it in like 2 parts, or he's got his recent high point. So he might even get a send tomorrow. You never know.
I mean, watching him climb, he's like by far and away one of the best climbers I've seen. Yeah, just the way he moves and how he blends all of the technical side of things and the strength side of things together. I think, yeah, he's really good. So I think he'll do it for sure. Yeah. I mean, the boy's looking strong on Brian at the moment, so yeah, it's only a matter of time, I reckon.
Then yeah, how are you coming along to achieve this?
Yeah, pretty well, I think. I've climbed a few 8Cs, so I'm kind of close to doing Ryan, which is 8C+, and then I've got a 9A in Serrana that I want to go back and try, which I tried last trip. It's called Jundle Speed. It's short and bouldery, so it would suit me. Yeah, so Brian is probably around 25 meters. It is a total link up of the wall, so it links the 3 hardest cruxes on the wall together. So you start at Poppy, which is 8B+, do the crux of Poppy, and then you down climb Postman Pat, which gets 8A+, although the down climb's harder than climbing upwards. And then once you do those, you get a tiny bit of a rest, and then you have to climb the crux of Tuppence, which is very difficult by itself. And then you finish up the extension to that. So it's a lot of climbing, it's definitely power endurance.
I mean, the question on everyone's minds is he a better baker or is he a better climber? That's the thing. I'll say climbing.
In terms of achievement, climbing, for sure. In terms of what I get out of it, his cooking is the best.
Oh, I'm gonna answer it very differently. I would say you wouldn't find another climber who cooks as well as him.
What V grade would you give Jamie's baking?
Oh, that's a tricky one. But it's pretty good. I'll say V12.
I think he would take that.
I'd say V12, yeah.
How do you balance to climb at such a high level and also working full time as a kitchen manager?
Wait, let me just throw a stick of wood. It works pretty well working at the hangar, because after I finish work I can just go train, go get on the boards. So it works pretty well in that respect. And I'm not working in the climbing wall, I'm working in the kitchen, so I never get sick of the climbing wall, which is nice.
Is there something about baking that you can transfer into climbing, or the other way around?
I guess just letting time do its thing, learning to trust the process and knowing that with time, hopefully you'll see results.